Well, chat, we only missed 1 month of Vinland Saga, technically. 2 chapters, 1 month. And now we've caught up again, so we're doing, talking about chapters 185. No, that's what we did last time. I just wanted to start here for a recap. But 186 and 187. Cordelia's Agony, and I forget what the newest one is called. The Native American Names Expedition. It was cute. I do want to start at 185, so I'm going to click on it here. Bacon did send me this link and said Catmanga is the proper place to read Vinland Saga because that's where the translators put it up first or some shit. If he's wrong, blame Bacon. You're all blaming Bacon because all you watch are Bacon's Vinland Saga videos, but not mine, apparently. So we can shake our head about that in a second. Anyway, these 2 chapters really just continued on what we were doing. Bacon might have talked up the newest chapter a little bit, said it was like great or something. I was expecting something to happen. Now, it was great. It was just also another... Things are kind of ramping up, but I'd say more so in 86 than 87. But we'll talk about them. I liked them all. I'm still liking the arc. We'll talk about it all as we progress. Let me check in with chat real quick. God, fucking crippling myself with my neck positioning here. My favorite fan translation was the early Attack on Titan one when Levi is kind of off topic, but I don't remember this because when I first started reading the Attack on Titan manga, I was getting him out of the school library, so I was reading it physically and officially for at least a little while. If only physical didn't have shit 2-page spreads. Fair point, Miller. True. We were talking about how the best way of reading manga. Kyle, have you watched my video? I need the validation, bro. I have not watched it yet. I did only catch up like 2 hours ago. And then I was watching Pokemon episodes, so... But overall, physical is the best way to read. It's so frustrating to be able to see the full double page or watch all your Vinland Saga, all the great Sergeant is saying. Yes, I didn't notice all of us. Also, if you don't want Vinland Saga spoilers, you better get out of here. Alright, I skimmed the rest of chat. Doesn't seem to be about Vinland Saga, which we are strictly talking about for the rest of this video. Another second channel video, obviously, you know, because that's where you're watching it. So last time we got gifts, and then we were playing games with the natives. We seemed to be making friends. But then there was sort of this ominous warning of the young indigenous girl who is having visions or dreams, and she doesn't quite think. There's some trepidation from the native side about whether or not these Nordic pricks are to be trusted. So there is still tension building. And then we continue on in this chapter because Cordelia did see this bloke whip out his sword last time. That's pretty hot. But besides that, it's obviously leading to some tension reading up. I saw the poopy head thing, and then I remember when this chapter first came out, people complaining about this page. And me getting in on the discourse even though I hadn't read it. It's pretty clever in this chapter, especially with the resolution of it, with Thorfinn and Carly scene on the swing, and then the comparison to then the adults fighting here but saying shithead instead of poopy head. Oh, it's some genius shit. But yes, Carly is getting into fights, the adults getting into fights. They all want private land ownership. Disgusting. Thorfinn doesn't have a solution yet. I don't remember what the resolution to this was exactly. I think it's still kind of up in the air. Thorfinn just has to think about it more, and then it goes more into Cordelia's doubts. Cordelia? Cordelia, not Cordelia. Anyway. She's having some thoughts about what she was told by this bloke beforehand about how they just want to help Thorfinn lead. He's obviously an idiot, bad at rationalizing, and then the other friend comes in and tries to manipulate her. It's interesting. It's still rather always goofy whenever this dude gets up and is trying to be intimidating and things like that. I wonder if he will. Garm was very goofy and things like that. Vinland Saga's always been pretty goofy in certain regards. Because I saw Bacon's thumbnail talking about whether or not this guy will be the main bad guy come the end. I guess, obviously, it's a point of tension. I don't know. I don't specifically think he's, like, main bad guy material. Not as in, like, saying we need to introduce somebody else. I just don't know if that's how this arc is going to function. I said in the last video, I'll still say it in this video, I'm completely fine if Vinland Saga doesn't have a final villain and it's literally just chill civ making for like the last 50 chapters. I like the idea of the last arc being a 50 chapter wrap up of kind of a happily ever after. I feel like it's awesome. I feel like I would like more things to do that. Just instead of like an epilogue where it's like a chapter at the end, it's actually like an arc or something of them like living it up. I think that's cute and I like that. I think it would be very ballsy of Vinland Saga, which Vinland Saga does some out of character shit. What am I trying to say? Not unconventional shit all the time. Obviously the farmland arc being a big departure and things like that. I don't think it's impossible for Yukimura to do that. There will be some tension here. There will come to a conflict where somebody maybe gets killed or a fight at least will break out and Thorfinn has to do something about it, but we'll see. Again, even then, I don't see this guy dying, even if he does kill people, literally. But yeah. I'm not certain, because we are on Vinland, and we are doing shit. So I don't know what the last page of Vinland Saga would be. Some speculated that it would be them arriving, and then they would be having a fun time. Leif dying, I always thought was like and then they lived happily ever after the old man got there. Leif isn't with them now. I'm sure he'll show up again at some point. So I don't know how we're resolving everything, honestly. Maybe Bug Eyes' wedding if we keep this up. Maybe there's a big slaughter and everybody dies. I don't know what the fire meme was about. What are we seeing over here? Who's making the fire? That is what that's supposed to be. Am I missing something here? Are they just burning things out? I'm not sure. This conversation was really cute. Kylie's grown up, doesn't have a lisp anymore. Him telling Thorfinn to keep apologizing is kind of cute. I think this is in maybe it was in this chapter. I think it was actually in the conversation beforehand where it's like this. There's like moments like this in Dragon Ball all the time where it's like characters are like talking about Thorfinn and they're like, Thorfinn's short, so he's bad at fighting. That's why he doesn't like war. And just like them not understanding that Thorfinn is like the strongest boy to ever live. I feel like there are moments like that, especially in like the Boo saga with like Goku and Gohan and shit. It's probably with Videl and people like around Videl and their other high school students or whatever. Where like they don't, just that very simple, obvious, basic dramatic irony. I don't know. I love it and I love it every time. I love the weird tension it builds of like just kind of laughing at the character for them not knowing what the audience knows. I think it's really cute. I used to hate it as a kid watching Dragon Ball. I used to be very mad that everybody didn't know that Gohan beat Cell. But that was funny kid stuff. But yes, this is very cute. And then Thorfinn is ready to be a better boy. And then, hold on, I'll look at chat, and then we move on to this chapter. Where were we up to in chat? I didn't read everything out loud. Some British idiots talking about Brexit in my chat, talking about how they can't get books. Shake my head. I think manga also popularity in 2020. It just exploded, yeah, for sure. 2 series I'm waiting on getting their books published until early next year. Cordelia is how I pronounce it. I feel like that's how I usually pronounce it, but I'm not listening myself. Vinland Saga Book 12 has been on delay for a third time, XD. Man, owning manga physically, what a dream. One day I will see Berserk in real life, and it'll be real for the first time ever. And I will shit my pants. I remember I went to one Comic-Con when I was like 14 in Brisbane. Don't come and find me. I don't know, maybe I'd go to one, because I remember they had a bunch of manga there. I wasn't into Berserk yet, so I didn't look for it or anything. But that would be the place where I'd probably see it. I don't know, it'd be cool. Leif is probably dead, not gonna lie. I don't think it's impossible for him to be dead, but I feel like we'll get unless that was the final goodbye last time, which it might be. I don't know if he would survive the long trip either. Maybe they're going to go back. I'm not sure, but yes. It's not impossible for Leaf to be dead, I suppose. But yes, Vinland Saga I know they all have hard cases, right? It'd be cool. Vinland Saga would be cool to own in real life too. Attack on Titan Chapter 122 in IRL, WTF, would be cool. So has some other Yamada thing, August to October to February, oof. Let me skim for some Vinland Saga content. Vinland Saga can go in so many ways right now. It's really interesting. I feel it is defo gonna explode. Rituals, dreams, burrows. It has to come from Stork, Ivar, and Cordelia initially. Yes, probably. I saw Berserker Volume 13 in real life. They put a sticker over Casca's boobs on the cover. In some of I feel like the first time I read Berserker Volume 13, the sticker was over the top of Casca's boobs too, even on the digital version. So yes, I've seen that before. Wait, was it just at your local bookstore, Miller? Where did you see it? Or did you go to a Comic-Con or something? Yeah, I think so too. But then miscommunication will spiral out of control for sure. That's the main thing, I feel like. Kyle, what are your favorite characters at the moment? I'm going to pull content out of you. That would be... right now, who did I say my favorite Vinland Saga character was? Askeladd and then Arnid. So, they're both dead now. I feel like I always said 3 was Thorfinn. I don't know. There's nobody I really dislike. I mean, conditionally or not, the Hild video definitely did red pill me on Hild a little bit. I never get annoyed when I think about her or see her anymore. So there's nobody I disliked. I never disliked Bug Eyes, even though everybody does, because they don't get the joke. I can't just say Thorfinn. That's basic and boring. I don't know. Carly's pretty cute. Has definitely been stepping up the cuteness factor recently. Toddlers are cuter than babies. Babies are gross. Poor Einar's still not doing all that much. I don't know. But yes, we got water. I think it's just seawater, right? Have they never tasted... There's no way they haven't tasted seawater, so I don't understand what this is about. Is there something about wells? I don't think I've ever seen a well in real life. Am I just being an Australian boy here? Do we not have wells here? We must, or something. What's going on with the water? Is it actually poisoned? I feel like this was supposed to be like we all recognize what this is in the modern day, but we're watching the scientific method in real time. Is it just... I don't get it. Because I don't know anything about infrastructure and nearly anything. But, like, you do sometimes... What's it called when you dig for water underground? It's not burrowing. I remember vaguely hitting... I remember, because I can remember my grade 7 classroom, and I remember we did, like, one science lesson on this. And it was definitely an Australian thing of, like, in the outback, people had to do this. But I don't remember what it's called. Give me an update on this, Mr. Bacon. You are a Bug Eyes boy right now. Actually, I think I got the wrong impression for what was happening from Bacon's tweet about the Bug Eyes situation. It wasn't as cute in the chapter. I don't actually think they're being shipped together or anything like that. I think it's just... Bug Eyes is being really... I like him in this chapter a lot, but... I don't think I'd say as much as Thorfinn or whatever. Thorfinn is goofy, and it saves him from being boring, I think. He is kind of the aloof, Luffy... No, it's not really Luffy. It is more Goku-like character, and I like it a lot. But like in current arc. Did I miss anything up here? I'm gonna pull content out of you. Some people dislike the current arc because it's slow. But like in the current arc, I'd probably still just say Thorfinn or Carly. Red pill on Hild. My job is done. This place called Minatar has a bunch of manga. Berserk definitely wasn't in our school library. There were a bunch of them there though. Not that I went to the school library much after like grade 9. Where are we up to in chat? Next chapter is a Hild one. Winter Forest, yes, I saw the preview. Frosty Welling? Maybe? No, that's literally making a well. The native girl is like young though, yeah. I thought it was a new native girl. I didn't think it was literally the dream girl. I don't think they could be shipped. She looks like 13-year-old Max. And then Bacon puts her whole name in chat like I'm supposed to be able to read this. Nis Quajali is her name, but it's a pain to type, Lamau. Yes. If you say that name in your video, Bacon, I'd say I'd gift you 5 subs, but I'm not paying you shit. And you don't have a Twitch account. I will like the video and comment, which I'll probably do anyway. But yeah, Sergeant is laughing. Who knows what? Do we know anything about the water, though? What's the water situation here? It's probably not poison, because that's what they talked about. Is it laced or something? Is it Uncharted 3 water, where we're going to be tripping out? Thorfinn tripping out. Now, that's an interesting character explanation there. He wakes up, he thinks Askeladd is in the room or something. He gets mad, nearly stabs Gudrid. That would be drama. I just think of Nesquik, maybe. I think it's slightly salty, right? But they live by the sea, right? They always have. They're like sailors. There's no way they haven't tasted... Because they say it's really salty. There's no way they don't know salt water. And they talk about boiling it, which is... I remember somebody saying that in school at some point, too. Like, if you want to drink seawater, you have to boil it first to get, like, the salt out or something. Or, no, I think that's just to separate the salt, right? Because then all that you're left with is salt. I don't know. Civ building is difficult, right? I don't know how infrastructure works in our time. How the fuck does the water get through the taps when you turn the tap? I don't fucking know. How the fuck does a computer work? I got no fucking idea. Where's the toilet water going? There's like sewers or something Ninja Turtles taught me. I especially don't know about medieval fucking infrastructure. Man, my head is fucking pounding right now. I already took my fucking Panadol too. Yes, we're cooped up for stream. Cooped up? We're high up? You know what I was trying to say. Bug Eyes doesn't like hard work. They have a cute little name for Thorfinn here, the natives do. They start walking on the grass because they don't know what the fuck's going on. They got to tell him to stop. Bug Eyes knows the word for stop because he's a sailor man. Then I like how it always switches perspective. Like, when we're from their perspective, we don't understand the natives, and then when we go into her perspective, I think we still understand everybody, or people don't talk, but it's just her internal monologue, and it's not like keeping them mysterious the whole time, where we never hear a native speak, because we don't understand their language, and they're always talking in a Native American tone. But her walking around not entirely understanding anything, waving to the kids, they know the words, like the little conversation here. I like these little conversation things too, the little added details. Mura was always, especially towards the end, that last, like the second last chapter, where it's just like mini Star Wars references in this little text, like the bonus shit of there's a million things going on in a panel. Mura was incredibly good at that. There are certain One Piece pages that are like irrationally good at that, to the point of where I'm staring at a page for 2 minutes trying to figure out who Usopp is talking to, and then you realize he's doing coconut phones with Luffy somehow, and you got to piece that together when the actual page is just Nami yelling at them. Oh, that's another little detail in the background, and Zoro's doing something, and Robin's giving exposition. Something's happening. Vinland Saga does it too, with this little stuff, and it's really cool. She sees a ship, she revels in how it's cool that they can take things. Then Ivar over here, I think that's his name. Did I get it right, Bacon? Please tell me I got it right. He scares her off. She bumps into Cordelia. Then she runs back into Bug Eyes, and she learns words, like sheep. And Bug Eyes learns a word too. But yeah, that's it. Go backwards, you fucking prick. How's that? Nice to meet you. Oh, I didn't even catch the nice to meet you down the bottom. That's cute. But it seems like, again, we're ending, like, this girl was set up to be a potential problem maker 2 chapters ago. It seems like she's, like, these are the seeds being sown for her to be, not be a problem. The potential resolution here with Bug Eyes and them learning each other's language and understanding each other, isn't it all cute? Something has to happen with the sword, obviously, so we will get some sort of explosion. The arc needs some sort of climax, we'll see. What are we talking about? I know Bacon said earlier, things will explode. What are we thinking when we say things could explode? Good point. I'm not sure then. This could explain it. Now we got a link. We're going to learn some things about water, salty, plant irrigation. Now, this is going to be a lot to read. Let me catch up on chat first. It's a long link with lots of text. Now, boiling it is to kill bacteria and stuff. But they didn't know that disease/poison stuff. Yeah, because they don't know about microorganisms and concepts like that. I remember, if we can bring up Preston in every potential possible conversation ever, he talks about in Game of Thrones how there's some things that are very off in terms of that Game of Thrones is kind of advanced from medieval civilization. There's certain things where they're like behind in sort of their scientific understanding of the maesters and things like that. Like in Game of Thrones, they have some sort of understanding of microorganisms, and that's kind of something that we didn't know until like the Renaissance, I think. So yes, they don't know about microorganisms and things like that to kill bacteria. Another Game of Thrones meme is that like dysentery is going through Marine in the books, and they're kind of fucking up because they don't realize it's the water. They think like dead bodies are passing the disease on, but it's just because they're drinking from a river that people are shitting in, which is not good. But yes, Nesquik/Gudrid parallel. What's the parallel? Is it her being klutzy and goofy? We're going to go and explore the world and sail. Want to go and explore the world and sail, Bacon's asking. Einar will spark something Cordelia like this chapter with Nesquik because of her stature also leads to a misunderstanding, maybe. Oh my god, there's no way I can read this with a headache on stream out loud. We need a TLDR from, so maybe somebody in the YouTube comments will tell us, but from Sergeant. Thorfinn's not going to die from poisoning. Maybe he'll get sick, maybe it'll be fine, I don't know. How do you set up a well? Did they know the water was there? Or did they just like let rain water be collected in like a hole they dug? I don't know how wells work, I'm going to be honest. I don't know shit all about shit. But do we have anything else to say is the real question. I feel like we've been going for like 20 minutes, so it should be fine. Her being portrayed, she was kind of like a creepy little kid in 85. So in 87, her being cute and stuff is cute, and I like it. Again, the Vinland Saga, it was just a good feeling when you're reading these chapters. I like it a lot. Especially if you read them all in one little bunch like I did last time. Maybe if you've been a month to month the entire time, it's just like annoying, disjointed. I can't remember this, I don't remember that. I remember the end of the Baltic Sea War being that for me, but rereading it helps a lot. Month to month is an awful way to read stuff. We've talked about reading schedules and release schedules a million times before in these Vinland Saga chapter reviews and things like that. All the natives are watching Cordelia, so she is likely going to end up being the center of the conflict by no fault of her own. Cordelia could very much be the tragic linchpin of this arc. Yeah, it is possible. She is definitely, like, her not telling Thorfinn is obviously going to be a plot point. I honestly have no idea. Like, what is next chapter going to be about? Hild in the woods. What conflict happens there? Does she find fellow hunters or native hunters there and they bond through hunting or something? Is she taught a new technique by them or something? I honestly have no idea. I got no ideas on how to fantasy book the rest of the Vinland Saga. How long do you reckon we've got to go? We're going to make it to like 200 at least. Are we making it to 210, 220? Probably not 230. That's probably way too far, right? It could happen, yeah. Hild goes snowboarding with the natives, maybe. 220 chapters, is that what we're getting at? 214 is my current prediction. I remember I thought it was going to be, what, Attack on Titan 130 or 134 or something I had an idea for. Ended up being 138 or 139. How many Attack on Titan chapters did we get? I forget, but We're making it well past 240 is what we're saying. So we got a while. Maybe some shit will break out. I don't know. Want to become famous? Buy followers. Oh, shit. Bacon, buy some followers for me, alright? Assuming the arc is exactly 1,000 pages, I'll buy your entire stock. Yeah, there we go, Bacon. We need followers for our Vinland Saga discussion. Do we have anything else to say, though? I feel like I've rounded out about everything I can say about this chapter. Bug Eyes. Oh, I didn't even say the Bug Eyes thing I said to Bacon and DMs. Bug Eyes is going to be useful. People complain about him being useless or whatever. He's clearly going to be a translator or something. That'll help somehow in the end. Obviously, we are in the intro of the arc, so we'll be piecing little seedlings that'll all come back at the end. It'll be cute. Do you think Thorfinn will die in the end? Thorfinn to die has to do something wrong. He needs to fuck up somehow. And he hasn't fucked up yet. And he's shown no inkling of fucking up again. There's no way he kills somebody in vengeance. We already had the Flocky test. Like, nobody here... I don't know. If somebody fucking stabs Carly, I guess he'd get pretty mad. Or that would be a good test. Much more than his father or something. I could see Thorfinn dying as a parallel to Thor's dying, and somehow he actually gets it through to Carly to not go after revenge, and therefore it'd be like the cycle is avoided again. I could see that happening, I guess. So honestly, I don't know. Will Thorfinn die? Won't Thorfinn die? I'm not sure. I have no idea. All we need is more Einar and Gudrid time, and then all the characters will have their arc set up. Gudrid was jealous for a little bit, right? I guess she got over the jealousy right at the end, so... I don't know. I feel like... I still remember that Gudrid chapter. Does Einar need an arc? He gets around. He has a happily ever after. I don't know. Einar might be the easy one to kill off or something. I don't think so, though. More Gudrid is what Bacon wants to see. Also, do you think he will make the burrow? I don't know what that is. See this. Let's see. What is Sergeant fucking linking us? Einar has them death flags. I don't believe in death flags anymore. After Attack on Titan. Did I open this fucking link on or what? And to create a place that does not need any swords, and there I hope to build a burrow to placate the souls of the dead. I guess he has to make that, I guess? Well, you'd think he'd be on that shit already, I don't know. But yes, he'll have to do that at some point, I guess. Does he make it to that? Does he? Is he the last body in the burrow or something? I'm not sure. But he hasn't had enough time to put into him recently, so I don't know. Good. Alright, I think that's it for the YouTube audience. What was I saying? We're ending the video. That's what I'm doing. I got a fucking headache, I'll tell you what. We'll be back, hopefully, next month. Hopefully we don't let 2 months build up again. I'm not sure. Hopefully we'll see. Tweet at me, ask me these things, and I'll be sure to update you. That being said, support links in the description below. Thanks.